What's up, folks? So we got another sketchbook tour to go through. This one's a bit different since this sketchbook isn't decorated like my other ones, because I bought this one since I thought the cover was really pretty, and I think it was worth it, kind of. It doesn't handle watercolors very well, and I don't know what type it is, but I got it from a bookstore when I was on vacation back in 2019, which actually was probably like one of my favorite years. So I actually do have a lot of good memories with this sketchbook, and yeah. So, just want to give a close-up on just how pretty this cover is. I did kind of screw up a little, add some little stains onto it, but I don't think it really detracts from it. In fact, if you look at it from a distance, it kind of looks like a iridescent sort of thing, so I don't think it's too bad. Anyway, let's get into it. Oh yeah, also it has this cute little fancy thing where it does this. None of the other sketchbooks have that. Oh yeah, it's Paper Blanks Turquoise Chronicles. So yeah, if you want that type of sketchbook, there you go. Okay, so first off we have Arusu. So this is from 2019, which is the year that Hero was released in Smash Bros. And that was probably like the best news I've ever heard for Smash, because I'm like into Smash, but not like a huge fan. But once Hero was released, I was like, I gotta get him. And it was such a like great time playing as him. Like, I love playing as Hero. I mean, I know a lot of people are like, oh, Hero's broken, but like, nah, you just, I don't know. Anyway, I should probably talk about the actual picture. Actually, I don't have much to say about it. I screwed up here because I think I was using a gel pen to fix the eye and just trying to add a lot of details. I did do a regel of this, and I might do a regel of it in the future. And yeah, so since Hero was released, I drew all the heroes together, and this is Solo. I don't know why I made him cry and have scars over his face, because Arusu looks normal, and then Solo is just here looking like he's fighting for his life. So yeah, I used a lot of swirls for these pictures. I don't know why I did. And so this is from 2019. The art holds up pretty well, I would say. Also, this is back when I used markers a lot. For a while, I stopped using markers because they all started to dry out. This is 8. This one I actually have as my, for the longest time I've had it as my Microsoft profile picture, and I tried changing it, and it didn't change, so I'm not sure what's up with that. But, yeah. I think this one is probably my favorite because it holds up the best, and I just like how his face looks. But anyway, I haven't really used markers that much until now. I got them for my birthday, and maybe I might do a regel of these 4. This is 11. This is my least favorite because I just don't like how his face looks. I don't like how his hair looks. I just don't like this picture that much. It just looks iffy, and yeah, it looks kind of the most boring out of all the other 3. I don't know, I just don't vibe with it as much. Oh boy, so, I think 2019 was when Mao Mao Heroes of Pure Heart debuted, and this was from the episode of where Mao Mao, became like this cutesy ooh boy or whatever, and kept saying, pow pow! So, I drew him. I remember I posted this, and this got like an insane number of likes on Instagram.
So that was a fucking lie.
I was like, okay, I mean, for a while, like, I had another picture, I think that's in here, that was Mao Mao related, and it got, like, a bunch of likes. I think that's, like, still my most liked post on Instagram, and I'm like, it's alright, I guess. So, this is an old reference of my OCGBs. He's a black market doctor, and he's absolutely terrible. His doesn't look like a doctor, but yeah. This is assembling his assistant. She's not a doctor, she's like a receptionist, and I need to update her design. I need to update all my OC's designs. This is an old OC, but I gave her away, unfortunately. Just didn't vibe with her. This is Seth. He's GV's and Cymbeline and Seth, they're all adopted OCs. Seth is just like edgy demon dude who just has red hands that are oversized for whatever reason. This is 𝐹𝒶𝓃𝒸𝓎. You could pronounce her name as Pyari, but 𝐹𝒶𝓃 sounds better to me because Pyari just sounds weird. And she's like this space knight that had that was on a planet, and the planet got like destroyed. It got nuked, and she ended up on Earth. Now she's a magical girl. And no, her leg is not intensely messed up. You saw how it looked, the pose looked in the sketch. It looked a lot better, but it was not executed that well. This was me trying to like sort of map out my style. This is a scrapped character. I think if you guys remember from my one sketchbook tour video, I had gotten a character from this dude on DeviantArt who he made like fetish art or whatever, but he's also like a follower of mine, and he made me an OC out of nowhere, and I was like, oh, thank you. So I ended up trying to use her, but I felt like because of the association with him, just it felt so iffy that I was like, I'm just gonna not use this character and just call it a day, because it's like you're not obligated to use characters that people randomly gift you. So yeah, and this is supposed to be for like a story, but I redid the entire plot, so she has literally just been Thanos snapped out of existence, unfortunately. This is an old reference of Oliver, and yeah, Oliver has gotten a lot of redesigns. Actually, I do like this design. I might just go back to using this one with a couple of changes. I swear when you know what happens. I'm not gonna go into what happens with the you know what. I'm just gonna let you interpret what that means. And if you, whatever you think it is what you think it is.
What do you mean by that?
This is Lazuli. He's another adopted OC, and he is just the most adorable dog out there. Technically, he's a soda pup, but whatever. He's adorable. He's probably like one of my most favorite OCs. I love drawing him because he's one of those characters that's easy to draw, which is why I've drawn him a lot. And also, his straw is removable, but I don't recommend doing it because then a bunch of soda will just spill out. This is Nina. She's another adopted OC. Listen, so when I was younger, I had kind of a issue where I would just like adopt a bunch of characters for like just because I had a lot of ideas. A lot of the OCs that I adopted kind of went to the wayside, and then some of them I kept. Nina was like one of the older OCs that I've adopted that stuck around, so yeah. And her design really hasn't changed much. Well, I mean, it kind of has. But, yeah, I don't really get what's going on with her shoes, though. This is Lulu. She's gone through many redesigns. It's kind of difficult to really keep my personas consistent since they changed a lot. Just because, you know, might as well. During this time, Lulu had a pink streak in her hair and wore a lot more pink. Not really a fan of it. I feel like Lulu was better off with blue. That's why her current reference has blue and yellow. I mean, honestly, anything is an upgrade from her original design, which is just absolutely ugly.
Oh my goodness!
I feel terrible for deciding it. It just did not look right. This is Pulcella's redesign, and she got another redesign in this book. This is redesigned. She looks so orange. I don't know why I made her orange. I think it's because I just didn't have the right markers. I do think that her outfit's cute and her hair is cute, but like the orange and like the other colors just don't really fit very well. I don't know. Oh, this is Cosmo. He's for a story that I will not disclose info about. This is Daphne, and once again, there's some. As you can see here, originally her eye was darker in the middle. It faded, her shoes faded. Anyway, Daphne is like this magical girl who, in her normal form is like 3'6", 3'11". She's short, like short, like toddler short. And her normal form, not her normal form, her magical girl form, she is 5'6", and she's like, her species is like these aliens that have the ability to shapeshift, so they have like their default forms pretty much are like really short, and their hair is like super colorful as like a way of like changing hues or whatever, and that they don't have any noses or any sort of like discernible fingers or feet, so like basically they have mitten hands, so that way they can like morph into different things. It made more sense in my head, okay? Like, it's hard to explain, but basically she's a shapeshifter and her magical girl form is pretty much that. This is Zane, and once again there's some fading in his hair, I think, because his hair is a bit darker. He loves kidcore, and in his current redesign he has Crocs on, so that's pretty fantastic. This is me attempting to like design a Dragon Quest hero, I think, for like something that was on the Dragon Quest, or something like that. It was like a fun little event. I don't really like his design all that much. This was definitely inspired by Eric's outfit. Oh boy, this is from art class. Oh, this is a sketch of Pulcella's little sister. Yeah, in the universe, Pulcella has a younger sister. I do not have a younger sister. That was just added because, I keep my personas pretty separate from me. Like, they're similar to me in more of aesthetics and slight backstory details, but mostly everything else is pretty different. So, yeah. So, this is a weird idea that I had that could be good for a video idea, I'm not sure, but basically my idea was drawing the Dragon Quest heroes in the fashion of the era that their games released in. So in this case, I designed an outfit for Arisu where it was very 80s, since Dragon Quest III released in 1988. I think that's what it says. If I'm wrong, well, whoops. And this is Solo, who's wearing overalls. I actually do not know what I was looking at for that to be the reference, but yeah, since Dragon Quest IV came out in 1990, I guess my idea was like really 90s kid. I'm not sure. This could be a good video idea. Let me know if you guys would like to see that. It seems like a fun concept. This is a commission I did on DeviantArt. I really don't like this. I stopped doing commissions traditionally just because the quality is very inconsistent, since, materials and all that. So traditional art is more personal art, and commissions are now just completely digital since it's convenient. Some doodles. This is my Demon Slayer character. I do not give him enough attention. His name is Makoto. His backstory is pretty sad. Basically, he's like this artist. His hair is intentionally meant to look like a messy paintbrush, and he had a friend who they're working on like a comic series together, and basically his friend got turned into a demon, so Makoto had to kill him. So he's going on a quest to become a demon slayer as like a revenge sort of thing to honor his friend, because yeah. And his breath style is Breath of Ink, so that's pretty cool. And whoops, this is just another attempt at a Demon Slayer character, but I never followed through with it. Oh yeah, since this is 2019, I think this is when Demon Slayer came out, so I was like obsessed with Demon Slayer for a while. And also this one, Builders 2 came out, so I was like, my two biggest obsessions in 2019 were Dragon Quest Builders 2 and Demon Slayer. So yeah, this is my builder character. This is an attempted drunk Shinobu, and this looks absolutely awful. Yikes, everything is just now. Osana Nijimi from Yandere Simulator. I'm gonna just be really quick about this. Basically, I was on this forum about Yandere Simulator that was basically just like trying to fix it pretty much, and I guess I was just like trying to contribute by like, I don't know, redrawing. I don't know, basically it was just a bunch of people pretty much just roasting Yandere Simulator and all that, trying to see if they could fix it and rewrite the story. And yeah, and I think I was attempting to like try to do that myself. This is a doodle Lulu human form. Oh, I like this picture. This is Malroth with the flower crown. It's trying something different with the shading. Oh, this picture makes me really sad. So this is actually a character from a favorite artist of mine who I think passed away that year, or the year prior, I forget, but her name was Taggle, and she was like one of my biggest art inspirations. I don't know how she died, but um, I was just really upset about it because she was like one of the first artists I think that I really loved that died. So, this is like one of my favorite pictures, but it makes me sad just because of like the circumstances behind it, and some of my older art has a lot more influence from her, but nowadays not so much. But I used to really love watching her speed paints, and yeah. Sorry for getting so somber, but I just wanted to talk about that because yeah. Anyway, rest in peace, Taggle. You're a great artist. On a lighter note, we have Serenica holding a taco. Very cute. This is me attempting to combine Florette's design with Stella's design, and I think it actually looks pretty good. Might change up the colors, but yeah. Okay, listen, like, Florette and Stella have, like, the best designs in Dragon Quest. Just in general, they're just really great designs. I love them. Florette's design is just amazing. I love it. It's iconic. Here we go. Here is Makoto's, full design. I might redesign him, but then again, I kind of like it. So, yeah, that's what he looks like. He's got ink on his face. He's got his brush. Very comically oversized for a brush, but you know what? He's doing his thing. He's gonna go fight some demons. Also, fun fact, when he's fighting demons, he likes to write, like, insulting stuff on their faces just to mess with them. So, that's pretty funny. This was an attempt at another Demon Slayer character, but I didn't really follow through with this one. He's actually really cute. I might do something with him. I don't know. I think my idea was that he was either like mixed or something like that, and he had like one parent that was from like another country that came to Japan, and then he ended up living in Japan or whatever. I don't know. Something like that. Basically, he was a biracial dude, and I think his breath style was probably like breath of... I don't want to say flower because that's already a thing. I forgot what his breath style was. I know it was something flowery or pretty or aesthetic, whatever. Also, you can see that, like, Demon Slayer really influenced my style because, like, the way that the faces look. This still sticks with me to this day. This is just a cute little doodle of Pulcella-Lulu. Just Lulu shrugging and Pulcella just looks pissed. We're getting towards the end already, so the pictures here aren't really as grand or whatever. This sketchbook is more of a... It's like my older sketchbooks, where there's not much washi tape and all that stuff. Like, it's not as fancy. This is Bonnie. Yeah, another faded marker picture. I don't know what's going on with that, but yeah. Just some doodles. So this is what Pulcella's updated design looks like, and this is not what she looks like anymore, but I was trying to make her look more like a pink fairy armadillo because my biggest issue was that she didn't look like one that much. I feel like if I were to ask you guys what animal Pulcella was, you probably would not be able to tell because she doesn't really look like an animal that much, aside from her nose. So I was trying to incorporate more of that into her design with the hair and the tail, but I ended up just kind of going backwards because her original design, she looked more like a pink fairy armadillo because of her feet. But then I hid them because I was like, it feels like it'd be uncomfortable for her to be walking around those feet like all the time. So yeah, it's kind of hard to design anthem characters that aren't like the usual cat, dog, bear, whatever. Like Lulu, you can tell that she's a bear, but with Pulcella, you can't really tell. Some doodles. Yeah, this book doesn't have much interesting stuff going on. It's mostly references. Oh, I hate this. So this was in my first year of college. I was trying to rush to get something done for like this English presentation. It didn't go that well because it was really short and I was rushing to finish. So I forgot what it was even about. I remember I was just rushing to get this done. Oh boy. Pro tip for you guys who are gonna go into college or whatever, or just in general. don't do presentations last minute. Another reference of a character who I will not disclose the story of. Okay, so I redesigned her. She used to be in that story that I keep saying I'm not going to disclose of. So she's been ejected out of it and is now just a regular OC in the Luluverse, pretty much. And I don't know about this dude. I adopted both of these characters, and they aren't related. But basically he was related to another character, to this chick, who was another adopted character. But unfortunately, I have not done anything with him yet. I'm not sure what to do with him. So this is actually Trinket, and I redesigned her. I gave her a new backstory. She was also part of the story that I will not disclose the information of, and now she's a toy maker. Hooray! This is another character. He's the thumbnail of that one sketchbook tour that got like 1,000 views back in the day. He is absolute asshole. I don't like him. He's terrible. Don't be fooled by how cute he looks. He is horrible. He's a horrible person to Bonnie. He was a terrible boyfriend. We do not like him. We do not stand him. This is a anti-Toby account. So this is Mika. She is a pop star. So sometimes I get character design ideas right before I go to sleep. So I do a very shitty doodle of them on like a post-it note or whatever, and then I redraw them the next day when I'm awake. And yeah, her design is really cool. I have not drawn her that much. I drew her like a few days ago, but I can't show that. Basically, she also has a twin sister who's also a musician, but she has a band. Mika is a solo person. Yeah, we're getting toward the end. There's not much interesting stuff going on. I guess these are supposed to be like superhero type characters. Not sure what I was going for. I don't know. This is just an adopt. I think I was trying to draw something for a draw to adopt character, whatever. Another character for a story I will not disclose. I gotta stop saying that. I don't know what else to say. I do like how his face looks. That's all I will say. Ooh, this is Serenity. I do like this picture still. I don't know what happened here. She's a fashion designer who designs stuff that is mainly like very fairy tale-esque and cutesy. This was an attempt at designing Venus for my, I guess you could say, fan fiction. It's more of a retelling of the Dragon Quest IX story, but with like my own twist. Think of it kind of like an abridged series, but it's not abridged. That's like the best way to describe it. So back in 2018, Venus was more of an asshole, but now he's a nice person. He's all ooh and nice. So yeah, and his design looks awful here. I don't know what's going on. Towards the end, I just decided I'm going to just draw all my characters for that story here. This is Shen. He's a martial artist. He's a huge dumbass, and we stand. This is Uzman. He is a slime that's been reincarnated into a human, and he's a priest. He has hands. They're just behind his back. You cannot see them. This is Theo. He is a simp, and he's just upset because his crush, Lucina, will not notice him. And that is it. Very underwhelming towards the end. This sketchbook was less my usual sketchbook tours. You know, usually my sketchbooks are very full of life and very, lots of washi tape and decorations. But this one was more of a reference thing, which kind of sucks. But, that was back in 2019, so I wasn't as into washi tapes and all that. I mean, actually, no, I was, but whatever, I'm rambling. The point is, this sketchbook was not as extravagant, except for the cover. But hope you guys enjoyed anyway. See you quacks later.